So finding a product I know is the most challenging and hardest part of starting an Amazon business. You may be out there like looking for products every day, spending hours and hours at your computer doing product research. I know how you feel. In the very beginning, when I first started looking for products, I was spending hours and hours per day and just not making any real progress. And then if I did find something, I was doubting myself. This product won't sell. It's too competitive. There's too much saturation, too many other sellers in the market. Or I always found something wrong where I didn't want to move forward. So today, I want to share with you my top 3 categories or niches for 2021 and the categories I think that are the best for beginners, or even if this is your second or third product. Where do I see the most opportunity? I want to share with you today in this video my top 3 choices for categories or niches where I see the most opportunity that's perfect for you to get into right now as a new Amazon seller, or even if this is your second or third product. Welcome to the channel. If you're new, welcome back to those of you who are my subscribers. My name is Brian Noonan. I'm a full-time Amazon FBA seller and mentor business coach. On this channel, I'm dedicated to bringing you all the best content related to e-commerce, online business, Amazon FBA. So if you enjoy that type of content, do me a favor before we jump into the video and go on down there and press subscribe for me. I can see each and every one of you who take just a moment to subscribe, and I appreciate each of you. All right, guys, before we jump into my computer, I just wanted to share 6 years ago, I was a struggling drug addict, had no real passion or purpose in my life, and I was able to turn that around and start multiple 6-figure online businesses. And today I share and document how I did it and what I've learned and what I'm learning. So come on the process with me. Make sure you subscribe and like the video. Let's jump into my computer and jump into the most profitable niches and opportunities right now. All right, guys, let's jump right into it. So I want to bring the most value I possibly can. For those of you out there, maybe you're doubting even starting an Amazon business. I don't know what's holding you back. You know, for me in the very beginning, it was the capital or the money. It took me I think it was about almost a year for me, 6 months to a year for me to save the amount of money needed. So how much do you need to get started with this business? You know, you can get started and launch your first product. You're only able to send $200. You can start this business for around $2,000 to $5,000. Towards the higher end would be great. You probably need to reorder. So if you have 2 times the amount of your first order, that would be great. So if your first product, you know, for 200 units costs $2,500. If you had 5,000, that'd be great, but it's not required to have that much. But I can remember in the very beginning spending hours and hours and hours every single day doing product research, and I was just not coming across anything. And then when I found something, I would doubt myself, like, can this product really make money? Is there too many sellers? The big mistake, and I want to bring as much value as possible in this video, so I'll share some of my best tips that I've learned in almost 3 years of selling on Amazon, doing product research, launching products myself, over 10 now, but being a part of launching over 150 with my mentorship students. I know what works well and what doesn't, and so I'll share with you what those categories are and types of products that do the best in today's video. So you have to remember, I'm going to start with Helium 10 here. Helium 10 is the best product research software tool out there. You will need some product research software tool. I recommend Helium 10. There's a link for it down below. You can get the first month of Platinum plan for $48 with Noonan 50. $48 month 1 of the Platinum plan. It comes with the Freedom Ticket training course for free. And that's really all you need to get started with. Even the free version will give you access to X-ray and a limited number of searches. But I'm going right into Keywords tab, guys. Now, remember, we want to be using product research methods that not every other seller knows about, so we're not all seeing the same products. Does that make sense? Helium 10 just crossed over 1 million with an M, users or other people who are about to be Amazon sellers, already are Amazon sellers, or starting Amazon FBA to be an online seller, have Helium 10 software. That's a lot of people who have that software, so you have to take it with a grain of salt. The products that we see here in Black Box, which I'll show you in a minute, I usually just use as a starting point, to start my product research, because even putting in very specific filters, which I'll show you here, there's a lot of eyeballs seeing these types of products. So I usually just use it as a starting point and then go to the rabbit hole method, the storefront method, the autofill method, that type of stuff, okay? So minimum search volume, I'm gonna enter 2,000. We want at least 2,000 people per month searching for the product. We also want the product doing a minimum of $5,000 per month in revenue. And then the price range, I know it's tempting to go after products that sell for like under $50 that you can source from Alibaba for $3 to $5. But those products quickly become saturated, number one, with every seller out there wanting to only invest $1,000, $1,500 to get started. And those are the types of products they go after. And not only them, new sellers with low budgets, but also Chinese companies and brands overseas also go after that price range, like 10 to 25 bucks. They're also launching products in there. So there's a price war that goes on. There's black hat tactics that go on there. So just something to keep in mind. I personally don't sell any products that are under $50. I found that like 75 to 150 is a really good price range. But whatever you can afford, again, this is just about making progress. This is about learning. You're only able to send in 200 of your first product. So we'll just see what comes up here. Monthly revenue, minimum $5,000 a month in revenue. Price, I'll go ahead and do 22.55 to a max price of 120. And then max review count, guys, I'm going to do 300. Now you can do 333. I'll explain this. Now we're under the keywords tab. What this is doing is bringing up a whole opportunity or a whole niche of products. Instead of just individual products, one product at a time, this is bringing up an average of all the sellers on page 1 and 2 and 3, okay? Now, here's where I wanted to show you guys and tell you the best categories. These would probably be, if I was a brand new seller, I had around $2,000 to $5,000 to get started, and I wanted to launch my very first product. Which categories would I look for? Here they are: sports and outdoors, patio, lawn and garden, tools and home improvement, and home and kitchen. So I'll do 4. My favorite is probably home and kitchen, and then patio, lawn and garden, and then tools and home improvement, sports and outdoors. Now here's why I like these categories or niches the best. Number one, home and kitchen is a big, broad market, and home and kitchen and tools and home improvement, those two, people are really into redecorating their home, renovating their home, DIY crafts and stuff to do at the house, new lighting fixtures, new bathroom remodels, tools, home and kitchen and tools and home improvement. A lot of people, there's some good products in there across the board that people need, that solve problems, products that can be used across every household across America. So just some really good things going in the right direction there, and not a whole lot of products that are restricted or patented or seasonal. Now, sports and outdoors and patio, lawn and garden are my second favorite two set of categories. We're going into spring and summer here in the USA, and it's a great time to sell. I'm really excited about a lot of patio, lawn and garden products like LED planters, at-home herb growing kits for the windowsill planters, outdoor lawn and garden products, blow-up inflatable sprinklers. There's just so much. Pool products like inflatable pool games and pool lights and all different types of things. So I like patio, lawn and garden. I like sports and outdoors. Again, not too many patented or restricted products. All four of these categories are not gated, like gated products mean they're off limits. That's like, a lot of electronics, a lot of beauty and personal care products. Automotive is gated, off limits, meaning you have to have approval to sell in those categories. Same thing with lighting products. Handmade is a gated category. You have to have small batch products that are handmade. Office products and pet supplies and baby, I've just personally found are really, really competitive. So I stay away, but I'm a little bit biased. And then same thing with, because I'm a little bit biased because my first product was in baby. And so it didn't sell as well. Now, let me just start off by saying, why didn't my first product do well? It didn't do well because of basically one thing. I didn't differentiate well enough. It was a white picture frame, handprint, and picture frame handprint clay kit for baby. I just found it on Amazon, 3 years ago. It was a white picture frame with a clay handprint that you do on the right side. And I just tried to sell the same white picture frame as everyone else. But there was already multiple other sellers selling that white picture frame. So I don't know what I was thinking, but I thought I could just, put my logo on a box, put the logo on the back of the picture frame, include a little more clay, and a better roller, and think that it was going to make sales. And I did make my money back, That's important to know. I did make my money back, all about broke even, maybe a little bit under, but it didn't take off, and it took over like 6 months to sell the product versus like 1 month or 2 months like it should. So we'll hopefully be able to find a really good product for you here that you can move forward with, reaching out to suppliers for, talking about how you're going to differentiate the product, improve the product, and customize the product so you don't make that same mistake. So these are the 4 niches or categories, guys, that I would seriously look into. Again, toys and games, pet supplies, office products, baby, you can look into those. I've just personally found them to be really, really competitive, and a lot of patented products, Amazon brands in there, drop shipping going on in there. The only other 2 I really like are industrial and kitchen and dining. I really like those. Okay, so we've got our categories selected. We've got a max review count of 333. Number of other sellers. We're going to do a max 1,000 here. Same thing with total competing products, max 1,000. Monthly sales units. Minimum, we want the product making minimum 200 sales per month. Okay, and then we're doing a minimum $5,000 in revenue on a minimum of 4. 4 competitors on page 1 doing over $5,000 a month in revenue. And then here, less than 150. Now, my checklist, which I'll link below, says 5 or more of the top listings on page 1 have 200 or less review counts. Here, it doesn't let me go up to 200 reviews, so I have to do 150. So 150 reviews or less on 4 or more of the top sellers. And then just a couple other things, guys, and then we'll press search. Best sellers rank 100,000. If the category or the product has over like 100,000 BSR, it could mean there's not enough demand, or the product is seasonal. And then one other thing, exclude keywords. I don't like to sell mask, sanitizer, towels, pillows, rugs, curtains, sheets, pillows. It's just too hard to private label those types of products. There's not a whole lot I can do with a sheet or a pillow that hasn't already been done, okay? It's extremely saturated here, which I'll show you in a minute, how you check for that. And then sometimes I'll do shipping tier size, small standard, large standard, and small oversize, but medium, large, and special oversize, the shipping costs, the fees, the storage costs, the FBA fees all get to be a little too much. So then search, guys. Now remember, even though we put in very specific filters, we're under the keywords tab versus 80% of other people are doing products tab. We put in these very specific, more than 5,000 in revenue on 4 or more. You know, we put in very specific filters here, but still a lot of people are selling these products or seeing these products. I have made money selling some of these types of products and they do well, but just something to keep in mind that a lot of other people who have Helium 10 are seeing these products as well. All right, guys, let's continue doing some product research here, and let's just go through the results. So we shared, I shared with you kind of the best niches, best opportunities or categories to do your search, how to put in those filters for black box product research. Now let's go through and let me help you pick some of the ones that if I was doing product research, I would actually stop, take the time to open them up on Amazon, run X-ray, and then where do you go from there to continue researching the products more? So what I'm looking for here, guys, when I see all the results here in Black Box is I'm looking at the phrase, the keyword name, I'm looking at the search volume next, then I'm looking at the average price, and then basically the average revenue versus this number here on top of the stars. The lower this number, the average reviews, and the higher the revenue, the better, okay? So that first product we're gonna look at is that weighted hula hoop. Let's check this thing out. So weighted hula hoop. I think this is for adults. And this was in Black Box again. Remember, there's over 1 million Helium 10 active users or members that have Helium 10. So you have to kind of take it with a grain of salt. The products that you see inside Black Box, even putting in these very specific filters, there's a lot of sellers and new sellers seeing those same products as well. So I typically just use it as a starting point, and then I'll go from there. So the first thing I notice, guys, when I do a search, and always do the shortest version of the search or just from Black Box view on Amazon, the first thing I notice is right up here in the top left, you can see 1 to 48 of 329 results. That's actually pretty good. 329 results. I like 1,000 or less total results. If it had like 3,029 results, that's a lot. But more important is the X-ray numbers. So we'll look at this. I see that there's 40,000 searches per month or people wanting this product. That's a good sign. Let's continue looking here. So these are the 4 SP blue boxes here. These are sponsored ads. You'll want to skip over these because these are Amazon sellers paying Amazon to be at the top of the first page. So you can either click on the number 1, 2, 3, 4, or just scroll past them to delete them. So number 5 is the top ranked organic seller. This goes off sales velocity. Whoever made the most sales yesterday depends on who gets organically ranked in these top positions here, okay? Now you always have like, 2 to 4 sponsored at the top of the page, unless it's a restricted category for PPC. And then you always have like 2 or 3 or 4 at the bottom of page 1. So 28 is the bottom listing on page 1. We have 4 sponsored, so 33 here would be the first seller on page 2. But the ones you want to start with analyzing first, is this product good? Can I make money with this product? How many sellers are selling this product? Are they making any money? How many sales are they making per month? All of that. You start by looking at these numbers 5 through 16. So I would scroll over to the right. The first thing you want to look at is the revenue. Are most of these sellers doing $5,000 or more in monthly revenue? It looks like they all are, except for this one and this one, but that's because they have 0 reviews. This one, something's going on here. We'll talk about that in a minute. But 0 reviews, only doing $850. That's actually good, guys. 0 reviews, and they've already made 27 sales, and they probably just launched. 0 reviews, 27 sales already. That's actually a really good sign. They launched March 5th, which is just a few days ago. So that's excellent. They've already made 27 sales with 0 reviews. That's a very good sign. Is that an FBA seller? MFN, Quiritos. Now you see here, guys, that a lot of these are MFN. That tells me a couple things. Either the product is too large, the FBA fees are high, the storage fees are high, shipping fees are high, or there's a patent or brand domination of the product. So FBA fees too high, storage fees too high, shipping fees are too high to pay Amazon all that, or there's brand domination going on, or a patent, something like that. MFN stands for merchant fulfillment or manufacturer fulfillment. So these sellers are shipping it from their place of business or the manufacturer or a 3PL fulfillment warehouse. But overall, the revenues look awesome. Sales, are most of these doing 200 or sales or more per month? Yes, almost all of them are. And then review count, are roughly half, 5 minimum, have 200 or less reviews. Reviews are super important, guys. You want to see just like this, 1 review doing 15,000. That's probably the best on here. Actually, no, this one is 8 reviews doing $157,000 per month. That's just amazing. 1 review even doing 8,700 a month. This is exactly the type of numbers you want to see, because when you first launch your product, you're also going to have low reviews. And so when you see ones like this, 1 review takes 1 day, already making 15,000 a month, that's a really, really good sign. So overall, guys, I give this product a pretty good opportunity score. There's just a couple things to be wary of. If you scroll over to the far right, you can see that a lot of the listing creation dates within the last 30 to 90 days. 2020, 2020, 2021, 2020, 21, 21, 21, 21, 2020. That tells me it could be getting oversaturated. So if you were to go into a market like this, first I would make sure there's no patents on the product, because this product, could have a patent on it, the way it inflates or whatever the features it has around the edges, this inflatable kind of thing. That's the one doing the most revenue, 157,000. There may be a patent on that, so you would want to run that in Google Patents or hire a legal expert on Fiverr to do a patent search for you. So I would check for that. That's the number one thing I would check on. The size and weight of the product doesn't seem to be too bad. They're all roughly 2 pounds and under 18 inches on all sides. So I don't see size and weight being an issue here. FBA fees, again, a lot of these sellers are not using FBA for whatever reason. They're doing it from a fulfillment center. This one is FBA and doing well. That's a good sign. This is an FBA seller. TTMO, the 40 reviews, doing 30 grand a month. When did they launch? We'll click on the blue sales graph. They launched October 5th of 2020, so a few months ago. So that's a really good sign. So all of these things, I give it about a 7 out of 10. My only concern is that all their MFN could be high shipping or storage costs or something going on there weird, like a patent. And then the other thing is listing creation dates. There's an awful lot created in the last 30 days, 90 days. So if you did launch this product, you would need to think like 3 months out, because you're looking at probably a minimum of like 3 weeks to like find a product, find a supplier, order custom samples, production, packaging, 3 weeks for all of that. And then probably a minimum of another 3 to 4 weeks for DDP shipping by sea. So you would need to think out 3 months in advance, 2 months in advance, 6 weeks minimum in advance. What's the market going to look like then? And how will your product stand out and be different? Probably just a different color would not be enough. You would want to really study this market and understand, what is this product? What are customers using it for? What features does it have? Read the negative reviews of these sellers that have the highest review counts. Read the negative reviews and see what problems you can solve. Maybe it's not large enough, or after a few weeks of use, it starts to wear out, or maybe customers wish it came with a training belt or a resistance band, anything like that to add value, stand out. You know, because thinking 6 weeks out, 2 months out, where is the market going to be, and why will customers choose my product when I launch it versus these ones that are already established? So that's an important thing to keep in mind, guys. But overall, it's definitely an interesting product I would continue looking into. Let's just go through and look at a few more. Bumper plates. Wow, 303 reviews, doing 75,000 a month. I'm going to look at this one. And so this is, guys, is just kind of how you do product research and looking for opportunities. So total results here, 218. We're looking at a very short keyword. How many search volume did it have? It has, wow, 38,000 people a month searching for it. That's really good. So let's take the time and run X-ray. Now you have to remember that these products in black box are, a lot of people are seeing them. A lot of other sellers are soon to be sellers. So you can make good money selling these products that you find in black box. But what's even better is, let's say these numbers didn't look good, which they actually do for bumper plates, as long as the size and weight isn't too bad. Yeah, the weight's too high, 36 pounds, 20 pounds, 36 pounds. So perfect example of what I want to lead into. So this product doesn't meet our criteria. There's a lot of Amazon. The price is like $100 or more. The weight and size is an issue. But find an FBA seller like here, making 25,000. Click on their ASIN. Then click on their brand name or their storefront over on the right below the Buy Now button. But click on their brand name. Now you can see this seller has brand registry because it looks like a mini website. So I can't run X-ray right on this website, this storefront, but for some sellers that don't have brand registry, you can run X-ray right on their storefront. And then you're just looking for two things: high revenue, low reviews. High revenue, low reviews, because that tells me that seller's recently launched the product and they're already making really good money. Low reviews, high revenue. In this case, I can't run X-ray right on the storefront, but what you can do is just look to see what they're selling. So I see a double wall mini greenhouse or 4-tier greenhouse. So then you would just get that idea, mini greenhouse, and then you would open up that product. And that's kind of the rabbit hole method, storefront method. Look at what other products this seller is selling to find out, is maybe this is a good opportunity. They've recently launched, it's taking off. There's no reason why you can't come in and your product take off as well. I think this product may have a little bit high size and weight issue going on, but revenue and review counts look great. And actually the weights are not too bad. I'm going to look into this product. This one looks really good to me. 30,000 people searching for it a month. Variety of brands. No one's dominating. The revenues are really, really strong. Review counts are on the border of being too high. We've got 1, 2, I'll count this one at 217, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 with 200 or less reviews. They're roughly all doing 5,000 or more, but you just have to keep an eye on your size and weight. Some of these are coming in around 10, 12, 11, 14 pounds, 9 pounds, 23 pounds. I would want to do one under 10 pounds. And you would have to reach out to suppliers and get DDP shipping quotes from a freight forwarder, from your supplier, to find out what's going to be the total cost for the product, the improvements you want to make, your brand name on the product, shipping to Amazon via DDP by sea. What's the total cost going to be? And then you would do some rough profitability calculations. And basically that just means you open up a competitor's listing that's selling a similar product to yours, and then come up here to the Helium 10 profitability calculator, or use google.com FBA revenue calculator, and then just see, once you get prices back from a supplier you reach out to, a manufacturer. Let's say this product's selling for $50. The supplier came back and told me for 200 units, it's going to be $15 a set, plus $2 or $3 per unit for DDP shipping. That would not make sense. The fees on this product are 23 plus 7. So I would need to get this product, this mini greenhouse, for around $10. No, that doesn't even work out. So can I sell it for more than $50? What are the prices? No, $50 is about the highest range. So you would need to get this product more like, what, $8? Yeah, around $8 for it to make sense. I don't know why the fees are... Oh, this one's 42 pounds. That's the problem there. So don't do this one that's so heavy. So maybe it doesn't work out. That's what you guys will find out, is you do some profitability calculations like that, and you find out that after your total cost of the product, it falls through. It just can't make the numbers work. But I hope this, guys, I hope this video brought you tons of value today about the best categories and niches and opportunities that I see, including patio, lawn and garden, home and kitchen, tools and home improvement, and sports and outdoors. And there's so many other products in that sports and outdoors niche and patio niche, including decor products for the patio, sconces, solar cafe lighting, like light up tables, side tables, stools for gardening. There's so many different things. Car air mattresses, USB camping stuff that sells super well, guys. So definitely check out these categories. Lots of amazing products and opportunity there for you. You're welcome to leave me any comments down below if you have any questions on the product or category that you're looking in. Let me know down below if you have any questions. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you on my next video.